Hey everybody, welcome back to Electric Cafe. Just wanted to do a quick recap video of the last 2 weeks on music that I reviewed on my channel, and just kind of wrap up those, so I can file them away because I hate having records sitting out and unfiled. But I like to recap, make sure that I do the review, and then I can put away the record if I have it. So just looking back at the last week and a half, I really tried to kind of go outside of my box a little bit and do some music that I still like, or may I sort of liked or known some about. Most of these I have, so I knew them. But I tried to do a couple of ones that I didn't have, of bands that I already like or what have you, or tried to do a couple and then I didn't end up actually reviewing them because there was two I didn't review. Alan Parsons Project, or no, sorry, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Brain Salad Surgery. I didn't end up reviewing for various reasons. I talked a little bit about that in my progressive rock video for the UK, and Billy Currie Transportation. On those two, I talked a little bit about that, and then the other one was yeah, I didn't. Well, it was kind of maybe 3 weeks ago. I didn't review the Jan Hammer one, and then I didn't review because it was jazz, and I felt like I wasn't right to do jazz. And then I didn't review the Style Council because I like the jam and I like the Style Council, but I don't know enough about them, and I'm not an expert or feel like I'm even close to being very well knowledgeable about Blue-Eyed Soul. So I just figured instead of just do a half-ass review where it probably won't be any good, I just decided not to do it. I mean, I could do a review because it's from an outsider doing it, but I was just like, I'm going to kind of stick to more stuff that I know. But I'm sure there'll be some outliers, of course. But, looking back at the last week and a half, so I reviewed Concrete Blonde's second album, Free, we got a 58 out of 100. Solid album. I enjoy that one. I do like Concrete Blonde's next three albums. This one I heard a couple songs of, but I like their next three albums after. More especially Bloodletting. I think it's Walking in London, and then Mexican Moon. Again, Free was their second album. So I reviewed that one, gave that one a 58 out of 100. I also gave Alan Parsons Project Vulture Culture a 54 out of 100. Okay album, just right in the middle of okay, 54. Again, check out my rating system if you think I might be lowballing these or what have you, but 54 out of 60 is right in between okay and good. I reviewed Paul Young's 1985 album, Secret Association. Gave that one a 41 out of 100. Almost an NR for a non-rated because I almost didn't want to rate it, but it's on the low scale. It's not very good. Let's put it that way. I like maybe two or three songs out of it, but most of it was below, probably below his average. I'm not an expert at Paul Young for sure. A couple songs I do like of his in the past, but just not very good. Not very good for different reasons. Check out the review if you want to see the more in-depth review. I also reviewed Clan of Zymoy's debut album from 1985. I gave that a 72 out of 100. That was a very good album for sure. I gave Grace Jones' 1986 album, Inside Story, a 50 out of 100. Okay album. I gave Tears for Fears, Seeds of Love, 55 out of 100. Almost didn't rate it because it's not my style. But I do really enjoy Tears for Fears' first two albums, and really even Elemental, the fourth album. This one's not really my cup of tea, although it has some really good songs on it. A couple of good songs. The other ones are just, I don't know. Watch that review if you're interested on my opinion of this one. But 55 out of 100. Respect it a lot. Respect the band. Think they're ultimate talented, but just not my style of music. So I gave it 55. Colt's amazing debut album, or second album, really. Is Dreamtime's their first album. I always think of this as their debut album. I didn't know about Dreamtime until the early '90s, but and I didn't know they were Southern Death Cult until this is a pre-internet, so uh, before the probably sometime in the early '90s, probably when Ceremony came out. 83 out of 100, great album. 83 out of 100 for Colt's Love. I also reviewed Christian Death's Only Theater Pain, their debut album from 1983. Gave it a 66 out of 100. Good album for sure. I gave Depeche Mode's Black Celebration the second highest rating of the week and a half. I gave it an 88 out of 100. Amazing album. Speaks for itself. I also reviewed Death in June's Nada. I gave it a 65 out of 100. Really good album. Enjoyed it a lot. I also rated the Motels' second album, 1980, Careful. It's called Careful. 57 out of 100. Solid album. Almost good. The best rating of the last 2 weeks and the best rating I've done so far for any album. Sister of Mercy, Floodland, 92 out of 100. Amazing album. I also reviewed Howard Jones, 62 out of 100. Dream into Action, good album. I also rated Telex's Neurovision, 61 out of 100. That's in the good range as well. Community FX, Close One, Sad Eye, 62 out of 100. Definitely a good album. Joy Division's Unknown Pleasure, amazing album, 91 out of 100. Amazing album. I also reviewed Billy Currie's Transportation album, 58 out of 100. Almost a good album, kind of okay. I also rated Television's Marquee Moon, 68 out of 100. Almost a very good album, on the high side of good. I also rated, and lastly, my 19th record that I reviewed this last 2 weeks, UK's self-titled album, UK. Good album. Rated a 60 out of 100. So that's my the last 19 records I've done, reviewed. I also going to be doing a coming up video for the next 2 weeks and kind of talk about what I'm currently reviewing and going to be reviewing for the next week or so. So look for that if you're interested in seeing what I'm going to do. All right, take care.